My voice actually feels stronger than it ever has.
Great.
When you're singing a song, you've got to have different emotions. You've got to be feeling different things. You can't just be angry.
Enough, mate. Good.
That's the way I want people to feel about the band, that they can, embrace the band as long as they can and just enjoy it. We might stop tomorrow. Who knows?
Welcome to the Here to Zen podcast, your new home for music, entertainment, and more. Take a break, kick back, and check out what we can bring to you. From the latest, the greatest, and everything in between. We look forward to you joining us on this musical journey. And now, let's get on with the show.
All right, everyone, we're back on the Here to Zen podcast with an old friend of mine who I'm very glad is back on the scene, Chris from Segression. How you doing, bud?
Good. Excited.
So, if anyone's been following you or the band on social media, they will know Segression is back.
Yes, we are. And we're really excited. The band's sounding great in rehearsal. And we've got a couple of tricks up our sleeve recording wise.
Wonderful. Now, there's going to be some people that don't know who Segression is, so take them back on a journey back to the beginning and let them know the Segression story.
We're a little metal band from Wollongong. We started as Easy in the early 90s, and we changed our name to Segression in 1996. We've been fortunate enough to have a career ever since, and we've managed to share the stage with so many great Australian bands and so many great overseas bands, and yeah, we've lived the dream.
And if anyone wants like a crash course, I suggest they head to YouTube and they'll see you jamming on a big day out stage with a pretty bloody big Brazilian metal band.
Yeah, we got up and sang with Max from Soulfly, Max Cavalera, legend.
And he's here right now. He landed today.
Yes, I saw that. I saw the pictures on Facebook, him and Gloria and the boys.
Yeah. So what made now the right time for Segression to come back?
It's our anniversary, dude. It's 30 years. 96, we changed our name to Segression, and it's 2026, and we're still here.
And everyone's on board that was in the most current lineup. So you've got Sven.
No, we don't. We've unfortunately
Ooh,
had to replace Sven. We're not
right.
saying who, but that will be unveiled in about a week or two's time. We found
Great.
someone who fits like a glove, though. But yeah,
Okay.
it's Mick Katselos on guitar and Adam Bennell drumming.
Great. Well, we look forward to hearing that in about a week.
Yeah, it's a bit
You,
of a surprise. We're full of a few of them.
yeah, well, you've been deep in rehearsal, so I've seen some of the photos from the rehearsal today, so I know how serious Aggression takes their music. This isn't just a bunch of blokes that go down the pub and strap on a guitar and hope for the best. So, is this going to be a long lead into the future?
I'm not sure about how long the lead-in's going to be. We hope to be back out there playing live pretty soon. Um, well, if you know anything about Segression, you'll know that the 5th of the 5th is kind of a special date for us, being one of the album titles and one of our main songs called 5th of the 5th. So we'd like everyone to keep that date in mind this year because we've got something special coming.
Excellent. What about new music? Have you toyed with it?
Yes, we have. We've got a couple of little surprises in store with some new songs. We're actually writing as we're rehearsing as well.
Yep.
And we're looking at a few different covers that we've never done before
Great.
and
Now,
recording them and releasing them.
now the last album was a little while ago, and that got a lot of great success. For you, starting with Segression as the name in 96, you've probably seen a few shifts in the industry. Do you really see yourself going the full album route or maybe singles and EPs?
Um, Album. I always said collection of songs. After we did Painted in Blood, I always said we just do collections of songs, but I think it's going to look like an album. It's sort of smelling like an album.
Who's going to produce the album?
I've been given title of band manager, producer, mix engineer, so I'm going to have to produce it as well.
Okay, well, at least the guy who started it would probably know it best.
Well, the funny thing is, when I've been in the studio, I've been given the boys the option of like, having someone else mix it, and I've given them what I've coming up with, and they're really happy with it. And they're the people that I trust most. They're the people that are involved in writing and recording of it. I guess I didn't realize that having done this for so long that I absorbed little bits of information from everyone that I was lucky enough to work from and work with. And I've worked with guys that have, everyone from they've worked with Disturbed, they've worked with In Excess, world famous engineers. And I've just picked up little bits of pieces off each one of them, and I'm finding that it's helping me and the band be ourselves more.
Do you find that by doing it that way, you're not punching a clock?
No, what it is, I'm so familiar with the way that we record and the processes that what I hear in our studio, I'm able to take that away and it sounds the same everywhere now, just because I'm so familiar with the monitoring system, the
Yep.
speakers, the mixing desk, the hardware that we use. I'm so familiar with it that wherever we go, I can put it in a little set of earbuds and it'll sound like it did in the studio.
Excellent. And I also saw on your socials that you decided to add a few new bits of equipment. There's been a rig that you've been chasing for a while. Is that
Oh,
correct?
well, back in the day, I used to play hotkey. Well, I started off, I had an old PV system when I first started playing bass, and that's quite a story because I come home, bought it secondhand off a good mate of mine, come home pissed from the pub and fell asleep. And this secondhand PV must have had a nest of cockroaches in it. And when I woke up halfway through the night, my walls, my bed, my body was covered in cockroaches. So that was me, my first bit of equipment. But from there, I ended up getting an endorsement deal with Trace Elliott, and I moved over to Hartkey. And Hartkey really, the gear was really nice, really bitey, really aggressive, but it was lacking a little bit of bottom end. So I moved over to Ampeg, and Ampeg
Yep.
had everything except it just missing that little bit of top end. So I said to my wife, I was on Facebook Marketplace and I seen another piece of equipment and I'd already had a little bit of Hartke gear left over. So I went and got another box that I found on like Facebook and added that and then took it in the studio with my Ampeg gear. So I've ended up running the Hartke gear that I always loved with the Ampeg at the same time. So I've got the bottom end that I've been looking for and the aggressive bite of the top end. The hardest thing is trying to get that everywhere
Yep.
because you're looking at a couple of 100 kilos worth of gear.
Yep.
So when we play like Sydney and Wollongong, I'll be able to have my ultimate rig, but not possible when we play Brisbane. It'll more than likely be a compromise.
Have you thought about going something digital like a Kemper, like a fly rig?
I have I have the Headrush Flex Prime,
Yep.
which is a really good modeling pedal, but I've only just acquired that. Um, the jury's out for me. I like the feel of big, loud, noisy speakers pumping you
Yep.
in through the chest and throat. There's nothing better. I played because my rig's set up in my mum and dad's studio, and just because they got a little bit more room. But
Yep.
my dad stood in the room with it, and he's used to being at all our gigs from he's been a part of it for years. And he stood in front of my bass rig and he said, I've got to leave. He said, it's changing my heartbeat.
That's awesome. And you got to love Facebook Marketplace. For you, it's amps. For me, it's cameras. It's just the go-to place for picking up stuff people don't want anymore.
That it's great for everything. My wife loves it. She
Yep.
she uh, she gets all sorts of things on there, and she sells some stuff too. So she's got me into it.
That's the way. Now, are you putting like a sort of a time frame on when you want to release new music, or it'll be done when it's done?
How much of the cat do I let out of the bag?
Just
Um,
a pour.
just a pour. Well,
Yep.
like I said, 5th of the 5th's a really nice date. It won't be a new album then. It's more than likely going to be something that smells a bit like a best of.
Okay, cool. And you're already teasing at live dates. How far in the future have you got the dates planned?
Well, again, I don't want to put too many paws out there, but I can tell you that Brisbane is 100% locked in.
Yep.
Canberra is about 95% locked in. Sydney
Yep.
and Wollongong are 60 locked in.
Yep.
Melbourne is about 50-50, as is Simmons Bay and the Central Coast. So we're still in the midst of going backwards and forwards, but the one that is locked in is a rather nice event that's taking place in Brisbane, and I can't name it because I don't want to spoil the surprise. But it's a good one.
Excellent. Now, that last album, Painted in Blood, had the distinction of being painted in blood. How do you top the visuals to go with the music for this time? Have you started thinking about what the visual aspect's going to be?
Yeah, we have. We're going to connect it with our family because I've got a family full of artists.
Yep.
So you'd be happy to know that as someone that's worked with the band as a photographer and as someone that we love to have our photo taken by,
Yep.
that the photos that you've been seeing come up on social media have been taken by my daughter.
Yes.
So
That,
we've been keeping it in the family.
that makes me so happy.
And my youngest daughter, Kristen.
They're great photos.
Oh, well, she'd be rapt to hear that, especially from someone of your esteemed knowledge.
Esteemed. But yeah, no, I think the big thing about Segression, a lot of people don't understand this, is you guys have no pretense. You've got to capture the Segression family raw. It's the same as seeing you live. Like, I remember I saw you play one of the old Dead of Winter festivals, and there was no barricade, there was no nothing. I was like, oh well, I'm just going to stand right in front of Chris as he screams at me with a camera, with the bass as loud as hell. And I was just like, you know what? That's how Segression's meant to be captured. So when I saw those photos come up, it reminded me of that night.
Yeah, that's exactly how we are. We've always tried to be the same. We're very particular with when we pick venues that we do have that vibe.
Yep.
That we just want the crowd to be part of what we're doing, as close
Well,
to us as possible.
speaking of venues and vibe, what's one of your favorite memories of like growing up in the Wollongong music scene and playing there?
The youth center. We used to play at the youth center all the time. And funnily enough, Mr. Katselos plays in a few different bands, and he does one that's like a Gary Moore, Eric Clapton band.
Yep.
So I took myself one out to go and watch him play, and I'm sitting there. This was only a few weeks ago, and an old Segression shirt wanders past me, and I catch it from the corner of my eye, and I was like, that shirt's from like 94, 95, easy. Or
Wow.
when it would be 96 because we changed our name, but it was easily back early Segression. So we sort of had some t-shirts made just before we changed the name, but
Yep.
I thought that is one of the first shirts released, and it's a weird color. It was green and black, and I pulled the guy one side and I said, where did you get that shirt? Because it was like brand new. And he
Wow.
said, the lead singer gave it to me when I was doing security for them at the youth center. I went, oh, that's me. And he went, oh, fuck, Chris.
That's
And sorry,
great.
the language,
No,
but
swear.
I can swear.
Oh, you can swear.
Oh, fuck it.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, he said the lead singer gave it to me when I was doing security at the youth center and talking about our early memories, and then all of those memories come flooding back to me.
Yeah.
And it was the same vibe. No barriers, just security there, helping the kids up when they fall down. It was magic.
Well, that's the thing. Like, I remember the day that we did our photo shoot, and I look at all these bands now with AI and all the Photoshop up their ass, and it was us in an alley in a tunnel, a metal tunnel,
Yep,
with I think my son hiding behind you, triggering the flash,
yep.
and that was it. Like that was the essence of Segression. Get in the metal tunnel, look like a band, and get it done.
I record like that. Like
Yeah,
I know that you've heard a little bit of the new stuff because I teased you a little bit and,
yeah,
and sent you a private message with one of the songs,
yeah.
and that is all recorded that way,
Mhm.
just old school.
Well, it's funny that I'm about to release a video. I'll send it to you just about the life of a gig photographer,
Oh, cool.
and I kind of I'm very unashamedly me in it, where it's like a bull in a china shop. So for me, I the one thing I always got from Segression is love. It might be heavy music, but you love what you do.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah,
Like
and
I love everything in my life. Like I'm so lucky. Everything from being in a band to tattooing to studying and even the running. I took that to some enjoyable places, running in Boston and stuff. And
yep.
because I'm surrounded by so many nice people. Like my family are beautiful.
Yeah,
Like my girls and my wife, my mum and dad, my mother-in-law is one of the nicest people you'd ever meet, you know. Unfortunately, we lost my father-in-law, but
yep.
yeah, but I've been surrounded by unbelievable people.
And that's the thing, like because of that, you don't have to think about your music. Would you agree? You just go in. There's no
Feel everything. I feel
dial it in
every
crap.
conversation I have with people, every note that I sing, every note that I play, I feel everything. I don't think about it.
Now, speaking of singing, how has the voice changed since the break?
My voice actually feels stronger than it ever has.
Right. Like, and
Oh, no
for pe
problem.
for people that have never heard Segression, it's trip. It's a trip, especially live, because there's no backing vocal track to help you. There's no second vocal. It's all you. And um, I'm gonna throw out something here right now. I've never actually told you that you remind me of a metal version of Chester Bennington. You go into
Wow,
multiple vocal personalities.
that's a big call because Chester was one of a kind, man. He's a
Yeah.
legend.
And the thing I liked about him is he had multiple vocal personalities.
When you're singing a song, you've got to have different emotions. You've got to be feeling different things. You can't just be angry. You've got to
No.
have something to frame the anger so that the anger seems more powerful. You've got to have some softness to it. You can't just have all hard. The soft has to define the hard and vice versa.
Has there been any embracing of technology for these new recordings, like Pro Tools, or it's just straight up old school?
It's straight up old school. I use Sony Vegas 7, the video editing tool for the
Right.
audio track, because the way that particular software sums up the wave files, it does it very organically. It doesn't actually change the sound, doesn't color anything. But then I do have, like you said, I have the Headrush Flex Prime, which is a modeler. I haven't really embraced it too much, but when I record my vocals, it's just with a Rhodes mic sitting at a computer. I don't even stand up.
That's excellent. I love it.
I just sit there and just get into the moment.
Now, this sounds like a sort of a weird question to ask, but how long do you see Segression going now you're back?
2 to 3 years.
Yep.
I want to go out on my terms, and I want to go out at the top of my game. I don't want
Excellent.
to I don't want to take it downhill and become a parody of myself.
Yep.
So as long as I'm physically well enough to do it, and I've got the energy and the strength to pull off what we do, because it's quite physical.
Yep.
As soon as I feel I can't, done.
So I'll throw this out there then. We do live in a world where technology is really accessible. So let's get a live DVD or a live stream, live album from this chapter of the band.
I would love that. I would love that. And one of the things that we've got planned, and we haven't actually finished like getting the details of how we're going to do it. We're going to try and put something together where it's like an evening with.
Yep.
We're going to get my brother-in-law is a really good acoustic artist, so we might get him to do some acoustic covers with the whole band.
Hmm.
Bring it in because it's family's Segression and Segression is family.
Yep.
Then we'll do a Q&A with the band, and then the band will play 45 minutes. And part of it will be we'll bundle up some merch, CDs, vinyl, hard to get shit, and it'll be part of the ticket price. And it'll be limited to like 100 people.
Love it. Love it. Already going to volunteer my services to host something for you.
And we're going to stick some video screens up and play some old YouTube clips and have a bit of a laugh at ourselves. And if we can find some of the footage that we've got that we haven't released, we'll put some of that out too.
Have you got the masters to all of your old clips?
Yep.
Looking at
All on
remastering?
tape. It's hard because I don't know about how to go about getting some of that footage because of the technology the form of tape. I don't have something to play that. I have to
Okay.
find somebody that knows what they're doing.
Well, I'm sure in a world that we live in today, that's going to be someone will be out there that'll be everywhere for you. So maybe when this goes live, someone will hit you up and go, "Hey, I can transfer any kind of video."
By all means, email me, call me, whatever.
Yeah.
Touch.
So I can see a lovely little array of instruments back there that a lot of them you wouldn't be known for. Like I've seen footage of you, I think, with that stand up when you were playing in like a little duo or a trio.
No, I've actually used it in Segression as well. I've
I
played
haven't.
4 songs on it when we did a run for Never Dead and Reality Playroom Part 1 and 2. I played on live with that
Wow.
and sang playing it. But I will tell all of the bass player nerds that of which I am one. I did cheat. I marked out the frets with tape because it's fretless, so I couldn't. I haven't got the ear for it, so I visually marked out where the frets and where the notes are, so I can look when I'm on stage and still nail stuff.
Perfect. Now, what basses are you using at the moment?
I'm still with the Mayones ones, the handmade ones from Poland.
Yep.
But I'm going back and I'm getting my old status bases, the carbon fiber and graphite ones, retuned and rejigged electronically.
Yep.
They're just awesome. When you hit the string on a carbon fiber thing, it just resonates. It just the note goes forever, literally.
Right. Okay. Well, that's good. Um, any of those instruments making an appearance on any upcoming recordings?
Um, I play a bit of everything to be honest, but I mainly have my favorite. It's a Mayona's Patriot, and it was built with carbon fiber mother of pearl inlays on the fretboard for me.
Yep.
Just beautiful. It's one of the ones that I sort of got onto when I went to NAM when I went to NAM with Mick.
Yep.
So yeah,
Are
and then apart from
you,
that, I did just a couple of guitars that I have.
yeah, just a few. Now, are you trying to get overseas with the band at any point?
We'd love to. We just have to look at the personal circumstances of the guys in the band because everyone still has jobs and families. So,
Yep.
if it lines up, it lines up. We're not going to say no, but at the same time, we're not going. Well, we're going to be in America for 8 months this year, so we
Yeah.
know that that's probably not going to happen.
Now, because you're lucky enough to have your own studio and have done a lot of your stuff independent, you must have a pretty extensive archive of demos, alternate recordings, things like that. What's the chances of blowing the dust off, getting them digitized, and looking at releasing?
Well, did you notice Rise from Darkness come up?
Hmm.
We've released that.
Yep.
Well, Matter of Attitude's next.
Perfect.
So, yes, what you've asked me, yes, there is every chance of that happening.
What's the oldest recorded demo you've got from either Easy or Segression? How far back have you
The
got it?
I've got the Easy Dedication cassette. Only got released on cassette
Have you got the masters for that?
somewhere. I've
Wow.
I've got something that resembles a master anyway,
Okay. Well,
or
that's
something that could be mastered or t turned into a master.
okay. So we need to wait about a week till we see who the hidden member is of Segression. So
Yeah,
that'll pop out.
It's going to be a pretty pleasant surprise for everyone.
Excellent. We're looking
Great guy, great guitarist.
fantastic. We're looking at May for a lot more information, 5th of the 5th to be exact. And if
Well,
you're new to it all, go actually watch the original 5th of the 5th video.
there'll be some stuff happening in between all that.
Okay.
We still haven't got Painted in Blood back on the streaming platforms yet. By the way,
Okay.
for anyone that's been following that little game, that kind of is me that's responsible for the upload and the re-release. And I'll look straight down the barrel at you, Andrew. It is fucking painful. It is a nightmare.
Yep.
You get one of the titles with one of the characters wrong in the title, it goes into like platform jail. It
Yep.
gets impounded. And then it doesn't get released until everything, the metadata they call it, until that all lines up again.
As someone that's got a Spotify creators account, I understand your pain.
Oh, well, one of the old tracks was called Six of the Fifth.
Yep.
But back in the day, it was done 6_5 instead of 6/5. That took me 3 weeks to work out what happened. I had no idea.
Just don't put like a hashtag or anything in any of your tracks, whatever you do.
And then I did something stupid with the self-titled. I instead of putting Dragon Mouth Splitter, I left the L out by accident when I typed because it was late at night, and I put Dragon Mouth Spitter, and that was
Excellent.
another one that stayed in jail for a week.
Mate, you're a man of many hats. You know, you come from an award-winning tattoo family. Pass on my best to your mum and dad. They're Absolute legends. It's been a hot minute since I've been down to see everyone.
I will
But
do that. Yeah.
you know, as you said, you're a businessman, you're an avid runner. You're now back behind, you know, the base of the baby that you started. Is there anything else that's left to achieve?
I didn't think well, I don't think I've achieved much, to be honest. Like now, I still want to just do justice to what the songs sound like in my head.
Yep.
Um, I never did this to become popular or to play gigs and get a big fan base. And certainly, you know, when I see something like nearly 100,000 likes on our or views on our Facebook page, I just can't believe it. It all come from a little band from Wollongong that went down to Melbourne for $50 to play in a pub next door to Deicide. Because Glenn Benton got a can thrown at his head, he walked off on stage. We managed to play to friggin' hundreds of people. The promoter liked us that much, gave us a gig with Machine Head.
Yep.
Rest
And
is history.
and if anyone knows Wollongong, so I'm an ex gonger. You know, it can sometimes be a gloomy place for something that's very close to the ocean. So to have so many good bands come out of that area is just amazing.
Oh, I mean, Hockey Dad, Tumbleweed, just to name a couple of them. You know, it's a bit of a growing scene even now, I think.
Yeah, I agree. So, mate, before I let you go, because we're going to follow up with this sometime around May and just check in again and maybe do a part two. But what do you want to let everyone know before I let you go?
That I can't reach through the computer and give you a hug like I usually do.
Soon enough, mate.
That's that's the way I want people to feel about the band, that they can, you know, embrace the band as long as they can, and just enjoy it. You know, we might stop tomorrow, who knows? But I'm so thankful that I'm able to be back doing it. Like I never thought that I'd be, you know, getting ready to get back on stage and releasing the songs. You know, I'm just lucky that I can still do it, and I'm so grateful.
That excites me. As someone that's seen you up close and personal live, I reckon you're going to be doing a bit of yoga real soon to get the stretches up.
Well, I've lost 11 kilos just to get back to Segression shape.
Fighting weight.
Yeah, and that was hard because I had to give up potato chips, and I love them.
Maybe that's my problem.
I love the potato chippies.
Alrighty, mate. I'm going to let you go. Hales said to say hi and give you big love and that she'll see you soon as well. And let's check back in May.
We will, and up your way, August.
Love your work, mate.
Love you too. See
See
ya.
you, mate. Bye.
Thank you for joining us for today's episode of the Here to Zen podcast. We appreciate you spending your time with us. Remember, you can find us online at www.heretozen.com. Also follow us on social media by searching Here to Zen on Facebook, Instagram, X, and TikTok. We also have our YouTube channel and would love if you can like, share, and subscribe the episodes and hit the notification bell to stay up to date when a new episode drops. This helps us get our name out there, which allows us to bring you more great content. Once again, thank you for joining us, and from all of us at Here to Zen Magazine and Podcast, see you next time.